Welcome back to this tutorial channel. Grateful artist here, Frank Miranda, wanting to share something quick for the kiddies, a little less technical, but still very fun. It's Olaf from Frozen. I think he pulls the whole movie together. Great character, comedy relief, really fun and supportive. Great for the story. Let's get started. So Olaf has dimensions that we have to try to follow. Olaf is the halfway point for Olaf is, and I'm going to show you with this because it's just easier with this prospect proportional divider. So Olaf, to his neck, from the bottom of his feet to his neck, is the same distance to his head, and he's also just about the same distance from his outside perimeter, from his hand to the side of his head. So that's not a coincidence. That's a lot of balance that we have there, and that works. But you have to know that that's the case. So we can actually make a square that's one size sideways and it's two sides vertical. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's make a square envelope that we're gonna put Olaf in. Now remember, that's his body. We still got this little piece up here, which is probably about half of that. So he's 2.5 times high, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. We're gonna do this outside line here, and then we're gonna get this measurement that we just got here. I didn't tape down today. So we're gonna do this measurement right here. We're gonna put that there, and we're gonna put it sideways. So it's a little bit bigger than that, but that's it right there. And that's really the envelope for Olaf. So let's see. Olaf has, Olaf, if we did a line here on the side, this would touch the cheek just about. So what I want to do is I see a very strong shape right here. It's this circle, but what you're going to find is that this is not a true circle. If you measure this sideways, and then you get it from the top, assuming that's the top, it's really not, that circle is really wider than it is tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this measurement right here, and we're going to more or less assume this line here, just below our center line, and we're going to make a circle. We're going to make a big circle. And that actually covers his feet, and it covers his feet, and it falls behind this circle because you're actually looking at Olaf at this angle. The fact that you can see his neck like that, and you can see this, and remember, Olaf is usually seen like that because everybody's taller than Olaf, so they're looking down on him, and that's why he's probably illustrated that way. So we've got that. I see a very strong shape right here too. Even though it's an oval, it's not a circle. I'm going to do it like a circle. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to do it like a circle. And it looks like that same shape is the sides of his head. I see a very strong shape right here too. So let's see if I can get that. This is, so a lot of shapes, very simple shapes to Olaf. There's this circle right here. There's this circle. And there's this circle of his head. And then there's an oval. There's an oval that if you measure it, that height of that oval is about the height of that circle. So these repeated measurements, it shouldn't be, you should recognize that that's, like I said, it was balanced. So that's how they get balanced. So a little bit more than a pencil away, we're going to do this circle up here. It's about the size of this circle. Believe it or not. Very light. And make sure you can see that. And then we've got this oval which touches on this part here, this oval. And it almost goes through the center of that. I think we're there. We've got the construction ready for Olaf. So let's see. we're going to, just about the center, we're going to do a half circle here. We're going to come up, not to the edge, but just slightly in front to give him his lip. Right here. We're going to bring this one to the edge over here and come up around the back. There's a little dimple here, but you don't have to get that. That's fine. Then the front of his face comes just like the circle, down, comes into the cheek, and now his mouth fits behind this, so the cheek comes into here. That's important. His mouth comes into here. It follows that oval that we did, and then it just, instead of going straight here, it buttons up a little bit. Okay, so we got that. His nose is actually another cylinder. His nose is like a bean there, and it lines up with this cheek here, and it's maybe 2 pencils in. So I'm gonna do right on this line of where his cheek is at, I'm gonna do that oval right there. See that oval? And then the tip of the carrot comes down, and it comes across like this, and it just goes in. And that's your carrot for his nose. This eye back here, right here, this eye doesn't quite touch the edge over here, and it centers on the carrot. It's about the size, a little bit smaller than the carrot. It is like an oval. It's not quite it's an ovalized circle, but it's about this shape here. Okay, it's about let me see, because I know it's about a pencil and a half tall and wide. Yeah. Then there's a little space between his eyes, a little space, and then this eye, this eye is hiding behind the carrot of his nose. So this one goes a little lower here, and it rides his cheek. This cheek comes around here. It's very subtle, comes around here. And then this eye, it looks like it's a little bit taller than the other one, just slightly, but it fits in there. And then 2 circles right in the middle. Right in the middle. And this one's a little bit over because he's kind of looking at you sideways. So this one's in the center. This one's a little bit over. And then the eyebrows. Eyebrows are maybe about a pencil, half a pencil. It's just a line coming down over here. And this one wraps around here. It actually starts in the center of his eye. This one starts at the edge of this eye. See this? It's very important. Those are the detail. Tension is in the details, and it ends at the side of his face. So very simple. The teeth come close to the edge. His tooth comes around the bottom and comes up a little bit past his nose. It's a big tooth. That's awesome. Great character. I love this character. So, his body's turned. So we're going to try to get that gesture. This is his nose. This is his nose, his nose, his mouth, everything there. And then this comes around the side over here. So I know I got to make this circle. We know the circle's very wide, so we're going to do the bottom here. We're going to do like a curved line. That's not a straight line, it's a curved line. And we're going to make him look more like a marshmallow. Because that's what he looks like. He's more like a marshmallow guy. His legs also look like marshmallows. So his legs are going to be... A marshmallow is a circle that you cut a piece off it. So you do a circle like this, and then you cut a piece off it, and that's a marshmallow, see? And then, let's see. So his head is like that. This also is like a marshmallow. and we cut it like this. We cut the circle a little bit to make him look like a marshmallow. Now his arm comes around here, right below his teeth. His arm comes there, it's long. The middle finger is part of the whole arm. It's got like a Y. You make like a Y. And then a little bit over here is the thumb. And they put an elbow. They always put an elbow in. And where it connects, it's a circle. That's pretty much it. Same thing over here. Now remember, we can't get too far out of there. It comes out. Middle finger. We make a Y. And we put a little, he's got a little twig there, and he's got an elbow there, and then it turns into a circle where it meets him. All right, and then we got the top here, the main one. We got one to the side, and we got another one to the corner. That's it. Let's fix it. Let's put it in there. So let's start. I'm gonna make this a little narrower, just a little. I'm going in with my fixed pencil, just a little narrower. I told you the cheek. This is his mouth. His nose. We're gonna start it a little bit closer. I mean, it works. It looks like him, but let's go fixing things that we maybe got not perfect. Let's get this eye in. That's dark. It's got like a little bit of darkness here. I can see there's dark. Let's put his eye in. Here's the other eye. A little smaller. Here's his eyebrow. Here's the other eyebrow. His tooth. Now for those guys that are very adventurous, oh, look what we forgot. We forgot his lumps of coal. And those really just are odd circle shapes, not really can really be. I mean, they're about the size of his eyes. But and his arms, remember what I told you. His elbow and his little thumb, just twig arms. It's so simple, it's brilliant. Snowman. I wonder who the first guy or gal that built the snowman was. There was one first. Maybe Maybe it was a team. Maybe it was a team of people that did it. Maybe it wasn't just one person. And it was probably a grandfather. Did it for his grandkid. Grandparents are awesome. They do that sort of stuff. Now watch, I did this to the side, but it actually comes out real close here. It comes out real close. It comes out real close there. So let's do that like that. Let's shade him over here. The sun is hitting from over here, so let's shade it over here. Let's shade him on the side of his head. Just a little bit of a shadow there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit under his cheek here. Under his nose, because his nose is making a cast shadow. So right under his nose. There's a little bit of a shadow here. Under his tooth here, this whole area is really shadow. Under his mouth, there's a really strong shadow because it's the top lip is making a shadow, even over the tooth. And right here, there's a shadow. It's the side of his marshmallow ice body that doesn't get. His legs, of course, are in shadow. His feet, little stumps. This one has a little bit of lighting on the side there. And of course, his arm is casting a shadow on his body. And there you have it, Olaf. Thank you, Disney.